Hello, this is just a quick video for the fitting of the Covers Mi6 Mi4 case. So you'll get the case in a little post bag like this, or possibly a jiffy bag. Just make sure you either tear it open or pull apart the lid. Don't cut the bag with scissors because you may cut the case inside. Okay, so this is the case as it comes. You've got the cap on. Inside you've got the lanyard and the instructions rolled up. The tapes, both the tapes, you need to keep those. So you've got the black tape for fixing it to the top to the pinpointer, and the red tape is for the optional little power button bumper, just to make it a bit more tactile when you've got gloves on. So first thing is to give your pinpointer a really good clean. Make sure she's all shiny and back to new as good as you can get it. Then to ease installation, I just use a bit of pledge or other polishes are available. Just rub it on, bring it up to a nice shine. Just helps it to slide into the case a bit easier if you've got a bit of a tight case. Sometimes they can be a little bit tight, just due to transit. So first thing is take the cap off, set that aside. You'll see on the cap there is a hole cut into it that lines up with the hole once it's on the case for putting the keyring through. Okay, so take that off. So unpacking, put out the lanyard and the instructions. So there's the lanyard. The instructions are fully written up and obviously photos of. So then the next step is to gently unpeel the tapes, both PVC tapes from the case. Just unroll them gently, take them by the top, and then just set them hanging from a table downwards, so they're sort of hanging in midair but just stuck to the edge of the table. Same with the button tape. Just gently unpeel it, and you'll see on the back of this tape you've got the actual power button, booster button for use. So what you want to do is just unpeel that, set that down, put your tape hanging down from the table. Next thing will be to fit the power button. So what you have to do with these is just gently unpeel them, like so, and then with your pointer, apologies I can't see what I'm doing because the camera is right in the way. Basically just stick that onto the power button. I've used so much polish on it, it doesn't want to stick properly. So it's just placed on at the moment. So I take the tape, then starting from the top of the light, just behind the light, just hold it with one finger, pull the tape fairly tightly, and then just keep wrapping it round, but keep pulling the tape, and just try and get them to overlap, makes it look nice. So go over the button twice, keep pulling the tape, tape should end on this opposite side where you started from. So that's done, you can give that a try. So yeah, that's all working. And then next is to fit the case. So again, you can put this, best to stand it upright on the table, so it's pointing straight up. So as you're pushing down, it just makes it a lot easier. So obviously slide it in. You've got the power button will meet up with the bump, and also the ridge of the light well will meet, and also you should have a 5 to 6 8mm gap at the top here for the actual tape for fixing the unit on. So that's getting a little bit hard, so if I put it down on the table and actually push down a bit, takes a fair bit of force. You'll notice on the front there's a little bit of play on the front, but that's because where the case is glued into the cap, there just is a natural rise there. So that's that. And then at the top you should have your sort of 6 to 8mm gap. So once everything is lined up, just check that your power button is lined up and there's no sort of play, there's no pushing play with the case to the pinpointer on the light. then you can just go ahead and fit the tape. So you can start anywhere with this tape. So again, starting at the back here, I'm just going under the actual gasket for the cap. So again, I'm holding it with one finger and I'm just pulling it ever so gently as I'm spinning the whole pinpoint around. So again, just keep pulling it and keep spinning the pinpoint around. Okay, so that's the case fitted. So if you ever need to wash the case, again, you can just run this whole unit as is, under a warm water, bit of soap, whatever. You shouldn't need to keep taking it out, but if you do, you can just replace this tape. I mean, any electrical tape will do, but I use the M3 stuff because it's really good. So next is fitting the cap. So spin the point around till you find the keyring hole. Obviously mine's a little bit worn, 3 years old. The cap, then just basically with the hole, just push it all on and it should snugly line up, and just see a tiny bit of daylight through there. So then next trick with this, the lanyard, is to get the keyring end, and I've grabbed a key, focus camera, won't focus. So basically between the two first rings where they meet, slip the key in, turn the key so it creates that gap, then you can use that gap, you can just feed it in to the hole. Hard to see because the key's in the way, but basically once it's in the hole, you just keep grabbing and turning the whole unit till it clicks, and then that's the lanyard on. So basically if you want to take the cap off now for recharging, grab the whole unit and sort of grab the whole unit with your fingers behind and just spin it, comes apart. You can then recharge your pinpointer, and then when everything's done, put it back on and just gently spin it until it does that. You don't want to over tighten the cap, plus you'll rip the hole at the top here if you go too mad. Okay, thanks for watching, and happy hunting.